Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the veteran, a steady set of hands, Jesse, that sort of feels like a security blanket.
As a quarterback, I need to know I have a guy I can throw to when I get into a jam. Who can I count?
Jacksonville State, a great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term. Turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Got a man. It's Sanford. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. On third down, going up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite him.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll give it to Johnson. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Pulls and fires complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks will hustle for the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Turner. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Sanford.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
They'll try the left side. At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? He now has 84 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And a big run for this offense. I'll tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for a man, it's Turner. Snags it over the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking for a crease to the left. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think you just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. Where the defense
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Sanford. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position to get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll try to pop the draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Using the quick game. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for, and take it at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's right. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Turner. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again. We're able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone.
Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline.
Picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's right. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hand off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Second down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught near the sticks. It's Baldwin. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Turner. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They go to the draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. Their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
On the run, it's Sanford. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello!
This offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bill today. College football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner will be dragged down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's second down.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of... just inches away from moving the sticks. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff from the gun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Cougars in the hurry up.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Jacksonville State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's right. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Trying to get to it.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The handoff to Johnson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Line gets set, first down. The hand to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanford. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Got it in the middle, it's Baldwin. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where you're...
And they got him for the sack. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get it done.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the 1st week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.